Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we have some interesting leaks slash information posted early. Most likely this all will be announced in the next few days at Amsterdam Magicon, but at the moment it hasn't been officially announced yet. But there's some websites that have gone and kind of put this stuff up early, kind of revealing a bunch of different things about Duskmourn that we didn't previously know, all about their kind of precons and stuff. So we also have the date for Duskmourn as well on here, it looks like. So we'll talk about that in a sec. We'll talk about the precons first, though. So the first one here is Miracle Worker. Now, there's a few different things that this could potentially be. You know, it could be angels and kind of leaning into like those biblical angels or something like that. It could be, you know, some kind of top deck theme. That's what I'm kind of thinking, like an actual miracle based deck, and I think that would be very interesting. It hasn't kind of been used very much. There was a little sprinkling of it in the 40k decks, and it is kind of high on the storm scale, so it's not a very likely thing to kind of return, but it's still a mechanic that would be very interesting to have like a deck kind of based around, mixing it between scrying and looking at the top cards of your deck, and then when you draw it, getting to be able to kind of proc that and stuff. It's a very kind of swingy thing, so I'd be very interested to see how exactly they could work it, but Miracle Worker does sound very interesting. The next we've got is Death Toll. To me, that's kind of screaming like an aristocrat theme, killing off your own creatures to either bring them back later on or just kind of burn, like stuff like Blood Artist or something, where when your creatures are dying, then you're dealing damage to something. That's kind of like a death toll to me, like slowly kind of ticking away at things going on in the background and stuff. Aristocrat, to me at least, that's what that kind of screams to me. The next one's probably my the most interesting one, which is Jump Scare. I honestly am very interested to see exactly what this one is. Jump Scare, to me, like one of these is probably going to be like a new mechanic or reworked mechanic, assumedly. But Jump Scare could be either something like a flash based deck where you're like flashing creatures out to be like, boom, kind of jump scare. Oh no, there's a giant Eldrazi horror thing in front of me. Or like a morph deck as well, where you know, you've got this little morph or little disguised creature that then just flips into this giant gargantuan worm horror thing or something. I don't know. There's lots of cool things that one could be. And I think that's probably, to me at least, the most exciting one. The last one here is Endless Punishment. I was kind of thinking about this one. Assumedly, you know, it's not going to be similar to like the Death Toll one, which could be based around, you know, aristocrats or something. But Endless Punishment, I think the thing that I kind of think of is like the kind of Greek god punishments where they weren't like, you know, immediately over kind of thing. They're just like slowly kind of pushing you to your limit and like torturing you for all of existence. And that to me screams like a curse theme. And I think a curse theme would be very interesting. You know, like cursing your enemy's creatures, cursing your enemies, like just your enemy overall, kind of slowly making it so that, like, if we bring up the enchantments here, stuff like, you know, reducing their creatures, making it so that they attack other people and stuff, you know, lots of cool ways they could potentially like use curses here, which I think would be really cool. That's definitely like the one that like would potentially like be very interesting. Jump Scare is the one that I'm most interested to find out about what it is, but I think the Endless Punishment is the one that I'd be most likely to get if it ended up being like a curse theme or something. So the next thing is the release date here. It looks like the release date's going to be around the 27th of September. I actually expected it to be later, more around the end of October to kind of tie into Halloween. But assumedly, you know, they're going to be pumping it out before then. I think that this has to be out before... which one is it? There's like a Magicon at the end of the year. this one here, the Magicon here in Las Vegas, and it has to be out before that Magicon in Las Vegas because they're going to be playing, you know, Duskmourn then. So it would kind of make sense that we'd end up kind of seeing it prior to that. And, you know, the kind of end of September. This, I think, also reinforces a previous video that I did talking about an unrevealed 2024 set, very likely to be a Commander Masters or Commander Legends kind of set. It's got to be a tentpole set, but it's not going to be, obviously, an actual like standard legal set. This is the last standard legal set, Duskmourn, but that doesn't mean it's the last set for the year. So we're very likely to hear about whatever this is towards the end of the week as well. So that's pretty exciting. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Which of these are you most excited for? I think if I had to kind of rate them, I think that, you know, the most exciting one would be Endless Punishment. Jump Scare, I think, would be a very interesting one. A Miracle Worker, depending on what it is. And then I think Death Toll is probably the most boring one to me. But again, I'm basing this purely off of their names, judging a book based off of not even its cover, just its title. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Have a great day and goodbye.